Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Today is days, I believe day 16, if I'm not mistaken. Um, anyway, today's the recap. It is a Sunday, and it is a recap of the last 2 weeks of where we've been and where we're headed. So, let's just talk about that for a minute. What are some of the growth and triumphs that you have gone through? I definitely want to hear in the comments below. I am going to be creating a recap video of the last 2 weeks. I think it's huge to celebrate that we've been on this journey for 2 weeks now. And I will be showing all the things that we've done in the last 2 weeks for sure in that recap video. So definitely would be interested in hearing if you've practiced your art, if you've done some of the journaling prompts as our discussions, and what has that brought up for you. So in looking back at all my comments and over in the community, and good morning, Christina. Um, so the just real quick, just want to remind everybody as I talk about this next section is that over in the community, I have a bunch of journaling prompts. And what I've done to kind of show you what I share about my journey, I've answered all the journaling prompts and what it's brought up for me. So please make sure you go over there and subscribe. Um, to the community. It's a free community. There's no cost here. It's just a place that we can have our own private group and our own private share our art and our thoughts, and it's a judgment-free zone. And so, any case, in looking at all those comments that I personally made and what I've learned over the last 2 weeks, the thing that keeps resonating to me more is feeling accomplished, feeling like I have started the day and I've accomplished something. And that has been very huge for me. Um, I still have my hard days and my easy days. And today, to be quite honest, I was already up and moving at 3 a.m. Well, not moving, I was laying in bed at 3 a.m. But in contemplating on some things because my brain just switched on and it's not even a Monday. But regardless, just thinking about the week ahead and those kinds of things and what all needs to be done. Um, the other thing that for me that came up for the past 2 weeks is the positivity, the shift in the mindset in creating the art. Um, Definitely still getting used to being up at um, 4:30 a.m. and doing art. And some days being up at 3 a.m. because I have to go into the office, those kinds of things. Struggling just a little bit and realizing that one must go to bed early to get up at that time. So, or at least I do. Anyway, I can't do all the things all the time and really prioritizing myself and making sure that if I prioritize myself and take care of my mindset, then I can help everybody else and for them to be successful. And there's a lot going on for sure. So, anyway, recap video is will be coming out. It's going to take a minute because I do have another travel. So that's another thing too, right? So those of you who have been watching or haven't been watching the last few days, I am on travel and I do have another travel coming up and another go into the office coming up. So things in for the next 2 weeks are going to be a lot of fun as well as I continue my 30-minute process of doing the 100 days. So definitely want to hear what are some of the greatest accomplishments and thoughts that you had for your your 2 weeks, whether it was making art, reading a book, or doing whatever the thing that you set time aside for yourself. Definitely want to know what that is, because I would like to incorporate that into my 2 weeks, right? So with that, let's go ahead and get top down. I think what I want to do is I've already started. So let's see here. I've, like I said, my brain was already working, so I've already started. So I have this gel print, and this was done on an old like notebook or an old book, right? So this was done a while back to just test out the old notebook paper. And so I put this one here, and then I had this red. Of course, it's got an air bubble in it because that's what I do. Anyway, we'll get that down. And um, the the thing also that I really like is I've had a bunch of jelly prints that were just sitting there. And so this 100-day project has allowed me to not only create more with y'all, but um, but also use up the ones that I wanted to that have just been sitting there basically. And so it's kind of helped me with my stash. I am bringing out the chicken wire again. We kind of did that in the early first 100 days. So I think I'm going to bring that out again and add it to one of these sections. Oh, and the other thing I meant to mention is if you join the community, we do have coming up next Saturday, this coming Saturday, because we've already passed the Saturday. Um, we have coming up a live Q&A call where I can answer all the questions that you may have about jelly printing or art. Yeah. This chicken wire here is who is it? Studio Light. Studio Light has this chicken wire, and so when I saw that, I just really liked it. I have another one I haven't used yet called Fishnet that I definitely want to see what that looks like. So anyway, as I'm kind of just messing around with these two items, there was um, this one's rather dark, so I kind of want to bring some some lightness to it. But feel free to jump in here, Christina, if you see something that you want to help me with. Um, so, any case, no, we'll see. Let's see if this is it. Are we time for this one yet? Man, I keep wanting to use this. It's just not going with what I have. I'm trying to look at some organic stuff as well. So, 1 second. Oh, my, I got some more stuff over here. So, kind of like this that's coming out here. What's not sure. So anyway, definitely definitely interested in what's come up for y'all as I'm playing around here. I like this piece. I just don't know where it's going to go yet. I have some yellow. Hmm. What is this? Like a purple. What if we did that? Today will probably be a short day. I have to get ready to go back to the house. Love the yellow. Yeah, I do too. Um, go back to the house. So we got packing to do this morning, and so it will definitely be a short. I'll probably stay within the timeline today because there's just a lot going on. I just really like this blue with the orange. I think it just really pops. Hmm. Maybe we'll get something here in a minute. I'm still auditioning the things. Like I haven't committed yet. That's what's going on with me right now. I'm just not committed to what I have. I have this yellow. And I don't like the hard edge. So let's see what we do here. It's like an eggplant. Too dark. There was. It looks like scraps on my table, to be quite honest. Well, they are scraps, but I guess what I'm trying to say, like, it's what it looks like on my table right now. It looks like trash. I don't like that. Oh, here's some. No. What if it's something like. Nope. Good old trusty dots coming. This is the way I made these jelly prints. Oh, you can't see. The way I made these dots is the negative space is. So I made a bunch of collage fodder that's out on my website, and the in between, because you don't want anything to go to waste, right? The in between pieces of my collage fodder that I didn't cut out. What I did was I made these dots with them. So basically, nothing went to waste. I'm gonna put that over there. So anyway, that's where I have all these dots. Like, where did you get all those dots? Someone has asked me that, and so they're leftovers from my collage fodder that I made. But they're mostly yellow, as you can see. Okay, not liking those, but I'm getting close to this one. So let's focus on this one for a minute. Thank you, Christina. Okay, let's go with this. See what we got. I am interested not only about um, what this 2 weeks of 100-day journey has been like and what has it brought up for you, but I'm also interested in what I am making these 4x4 collages. It seems like I have a little bit more time on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you wanted to see something different, um, definitely am interested in what would you like to see different. You've been with me, who's ever been watching my replays and been joining me on the live, you've been with me for about 2 weeks now. So is there something you would like to see differently or some different techniques? Again, the premise is making art for 100 days, but I also wanted to drive in some mindfulness into it. Oh man, where did that one heart thing go? I just interrupted myself, sorry. Um, I just wanted to see what this looked like. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're gonna go there. And so I just wanted to know what y'all's, is there something else you want to see or want me to highlight, do differently? Do you like the journaling prompts? Is that helping you with some inner reflection as you create art? I know that I'm going to bring in some more techniques into collage making and how that relates to, or even in jelly printing, and how that kind of colors and all that kind of stuff, how that relates to our reflections or journaling prompts. So just let me know. Um, I fell off the wagon on my 100-day project because I got distracted with coloring with Sharpie creative markers. You didn't fall off your 100-day wagon because you're doing something. So Sharpie creative markers and coloring with them, that's still doing you. That's still doing you, right? It's still creating art. So no, I don't think you fell off the wagon there, Christina. I would disagree with that. You are still doing the thing. Whatever that thing is, you're still taking that time for yourself and doing the thing. So, nope. I saw this piece of gold. I don't know what this. Rephrase. I do know, but we'll see how it works. I don't like this white though. Sometimes when you, sometimes paper when you tear it has like a white core to it, and I just don't like the white core. I want the paper without the core. Oh, come on, fingers, you're not working today, are you? I just do not like the way that's not staying down. Okay, so I do want to maybe. I need something here. Something here needs to go here. Of course, we can always put in a trusty dot. Let's see here. Okay, struggling just a little bit because wanted something there and now I can't find what it is that I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What will this do? There's a circle. Got two of these. What does that look like? Not the right color. That's what that looks like. Okay, I have a big. That's a bigger yellow dot. I think we'll go with that. Oh, wrong place. There we go. All right. So we'll see. Maybe we'll go back and doodle with this, not today, but when we look at them. All right. So let's put that to the side and then get out this monster and see what we got. I know for a fact of what in this circle. I want this guy in this circle, and I want this guy. We'll kind of like that next to it. That was a happy accident. Okay. So let's put you together. They're not sticking. All right, 1 second. Just sticking to my fingers. So anyway, let's put this on here. And then we'll do this here. Whoa. All the glue and all the things are happening and they're sticking to my fingers. Okay. Let's get this back in this position. This is like a real thin piece of paper. Stick or not. I don't care if it's not centered in there. Okay, we got that. It was rough. Let's get this guy on here. All right. So then, so Christina, when you were coloring with your Sharpie markers, creative markers, I haven't seen those. What were you coloring? Definitely interested in what kind of coloring you had going on there. And then let's see what we're gonna do. I think we're going to. I kind of like. Let's see if we can mimic that circle. 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 That shape. Oh well, maybe not. All the things are not happening right now. Okay. Well, that didn't turn out exactly. I just made a total mess of that. Okay, we're going to something else because that did not turn out the way I was hoping for. Still like that blue though. You had a pattern coloring book and then started printing out free color pages right now. I'm working on flowers. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. And how does that like when you're doing your art? How does that? You don't have to share, but I'm just curious of what your thought process is on how that makes you feel about your day and that kind of thing. Going back to what I was asking earlier, just doing the thing. How does that make you feel? You don't have to answer unless you just want to. Okay. Well, those are not happening. Kind of ruined it. But it's okay. I didn't ruin it. It just wasn't time. That's what it is. It just wasn't time. That's something else that I'm working on are those, negative thoughts, right? Like when you mess up on something, you just embrace okay, it wasn't meant to be, and you move on. Kind of like that. That's, what I really wanted was something circular to mimic these circles. It's really what I wanted. And then it turned into something else. So here we are. So now we're just kind of free flowing it. Nope, 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 nope. You do not get to go on there. All right. We got other things I know we do. Oh, too big. We have that. Oh, we did see this earlier, but it might be OBE now. I think I'd like it over. Reminds me of like, planets and suns and these little rings and connecting rings. I'm gonna put that. Okay, it's not over far enough. What about this other circle? Right? At night, it helps me slow my brain down. Yep, yep. Has a way of calming and relaxing for sure. At least it does for me, especially when you get one of those crazy days. Hmm. Well, the audition is not going well for this one. It's just not going well. I'm drawn to this like inner circle thing going on up here. I can't get down below for some reason. I'll get on there. Where is that paint piece that I keep trying to put on one? It might now be time. Where did that go? Okay, so I will be going over a little bit today, but that's because I want to finish this one. But, oh, there it is. It's about it kind of brings in that a little bit. Yeah, I don't have my thicker glue, so it's just gonna have to Sit there for a minute. Do the thing. I need you to do the thing. Sorry, not a lot of talking today. I'm really into this right now. Yeah, there is. It's not working for me, and that's why I'm probably not doing a lot of talking. I like this up here. Not sure about that. I don't even know if I can get that off. I'll probably. Oh, maybe. Nope, cannot. It is on there for good. Oh, but I do have this. This might help. Just a lot going on up here. Oh, I like that right there. Kind of brings the structure up, so it's not so round and organic, but it kind of brings up the. I don't know if you can see that very well. Ooh, okay. Still trying to figure out that whole camera situation. Okay, so I put this up, this, the structure of this honeycomb or chicken wire here to kind of pull that upwards. And then the circles I kind of pulled downwards because that is the cutout piece for that. Um, just this kind of, I don't like the way this kind of ends and it kind of separates the two pieces. So I almost need like maybe something else that just comes off or something that continues around. It just really, and then it just really outbalances this part right here. So you don't have enough balance over here. So maybe something needs to come into here. So that's my mind right now. That's where my mind is. Trying to understand the things. Okay. Not all of them can be winners. We're just gonna keep doing the thing. Okay. This tissue paper. Let's see what that looks like. That might help with some of those coolness. Okay. No. Scissor time because I cannot cut it. Okay, share your fingertips. Not working today. Right. So what happens if we put this giant circle here, here? Oh, yeah, no, that's not working. All right. When it doesn't work like that, yep. Thank you for joining me, Christina. When it doesn't look like that, what you do is you put to the side and you come back the next day, and that's exactly what we're doing with this one. So, real quick, so you've seen those two. I'll just push this out of the way. Okay, so you've seen this one. We know where that one is. It's got to be worked on. Completed. Well, not completed. We might still play with that one, but I kind of like that one. So these are the ones that I've done so far on travel this week. And I have to say, I really like how this one turned out. Um, and then let me see here. This one still needs a little bit more work. I want to get color back into here. So I just got two I gotta fix. And then we'll have these two as well. So we've done a total while I've been on travel. 1, 6, 7, 8. So we did 8. So there we go. So with that, let's flip it back up. I just wanted to say thank you for these 2 weeks. I really enjoyed you joining me live and participating. And don't forget March 29th, the Q&A calls with me, free, and the community is free. And we really would like to see what people are working on, whether it is a coloring page or something else, a masterpiece, whatever that is. Just do something creative today, whether it's 10 minutes or 5 or even an hour. And really want to hear from y'all what the 2 weeks have meant for you in your own personal journey, and also very, very interested in helping you shape the next 2 weeks. Now, I'll still be doing the little 4x4 collages because it's a 100-day project. However, if we want to do something a little bit more deeper or do something like an art composition fundamentals kind of basics with collaging, I can definitely do that as well. It's just whatever works for you and that you get out of these 100-day lives. So, with that, thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art and have a great day. We did 2 weeks, so I'm really excited for the next 2 weeks. Thank you for watching.